to the Director of Football, Journeyman, with Dorogi. We are currently top of the league. We've had a decent run of form. When I say decent, I mean we've won pretty much every one of our games. We're coming up to the January break thing. So after we play the games today against scootR and Puskás Akademika, we have about a month off until our games in January. Yeah, the end of January. Since we were here last, we beat Kirult in the Cup 6-2. It was a hat-trick from the Mask and Markovic. Delightful. Then we beat Paxi 3-1. It was pretty easy, to be fair. Then we went and got beaten by Mosan Magaviarara. Alex Bursey scored against us. They played with 11 men behind the ball the entire game. Had one break and scored. And then my job, according to the media, was on the line. Oh, there was going to be an inquest into how poorly we played. And then I got offered an interview with Lokomotiv Moscow, which was interesting. Obviously we didn't get it, but the fact we got offered the job was... It's nice to know that, you know, Lokomotiv Moscow were interested in us. We were favourites for quite a while as well, but nothing came of it. But during the time where I was being linked with the job, we went and beat Ujpest 4-0. Markovic, Lurency and Argelayan got himself a goal. Then we beat Mezvedzi 1-0. Damask scored. Mezvedzi then sacked their manager after being beaten by us. And then we went to Haviz and beat them 9-0. I decided against showing you this episode, or this game, purely because it was Haviz. They're like a third division side. And I was just like, we're going to smash them. So much so that Argelayan scored 5 goals in the first half. Soisalo, Damask, Lurency and Markovic all getting on the score sheet. Argelayan got 5 goals in the first half. He scored twice in added time. It was insane. It was a fun game to watch. But it took about 15 minutes because there were so many opportunities. So had I shown it to you, probably would have been the only game of that episode. With all that being said, we are playing scootR today and Puskás Akademika. So let's get into that, and I'll tell you a little more about the locomotive job. If you haven't already, please make sure to leave a like, comment and subscribe. Maybe don't even need a comment, just leave a like and subscribe. I really want the channel to grow, and it would be nice to have a bit of growth in the channel because I'm enjoying the second year of uploading videos. But we have Polyak in goal today, again as normal. Polyak plays most games. Gabriel Henriquez had a couple of opportunities of late and he's done quite well. Dundierski and Elber as our wing backs, Endai and Fernandez as our centre backs, Fugere and Clever as our central midfielders, Chobot Mask as the wide men, Lurency and Markovic playing through the centre. Lurency as the attack midfielder, Markovic as the striker. Gabor thought, Giorgio thought, is suspended currently, so he won't be participating in the game today. He will more than likely be playing in the Puskás Akademika game because he has been instrumental in our season. But yeah, the Lokomotiv Moscow job came up. I had no idea that it was available, and they asked me did I want to go for an interview, and I said yes, that would be delightful. And the fans had me as favourite. Everything was looking like I was going to be getting the job. I was fully ready to bring you back and say we're off to Russia. And then they took on the Mask has just gone and scored 9 minutes in. Didn't expect that. I'm 99% sure the reason we didn't get the job was because the fact that I'm the Hungarian manager as well. because one of the questions they asked was, how do you see yourself, how do you see your time being split between international management and club management? And I said, I give attention to both depending on what I'm doing at the time, or whatever the answer was. I do think the Hungarian job won't be here for much longer. We finished third in our nations group. Estonia lost to Ireland in the final game. We beat Malta, obviously, but because Estonia lost to Ireland, we finished third, even though we beat Ireland the game before it finished. The results for the rest of it just kind of screwed us over, and we ended up getting third. The Hungarian FA not happy with that. We've also been handed quite a difficult group for the Euro qualifiers. Markovic is true, and Jovic just puts it wide, or just pushes it behind. We've got Gibraltar, which should be an easy one. We also drew Romania, Portugal, and Belgium. So we might get third, but I don't think we will. And if you're not watching this and just listening, we've played really poorly in that first half. Apart from the mask scoring, Fernandez has headed over twice. That's been it, really. Lorenzi and Markovic both playing rather poorly. Fugete and Clever are also looking like they're off to China when their transfer window opens, because we're getting an awful lot of articles about Clever and Fugete going to Chinese clubs. Polyak's probably going off to Anderlecht, or he's going to go to some Chinese club as well. I can't remember who, but our players are just being linked non-stop with clubs currently, and it is not ideal. I would I would much prefer to have my players stay, but if the director of football accepts an offer for a player, then there's not much I can do, because there's nothing I can do. If the director of football accepts an offer, the player's gone, and we'll have to sit here and cry, probably. Kind of want to make another change, but I don't know who I want. Clever's not playing well. Bring on Nasovic. The mask, Clever. We have another highlight. We've not had many this game. Elber. Clever. Come on, somebody do something. Okay, it's gone out for a corner. Okay. Well, that's fine. Fugete whips it across. Fernandez hit the bar, and then Markovic got his shot blocked on the line. It's just everything is. I'm going to take Markovic off. Markovic is not playing that well. Brings Soisalo on, but I'm going to swap Soisalo and Chobit. So Chobit's going to play on the left. The mask is going to go up front as a complete forward, because why not? The fact that we're only one up with how dominant we've been in this game is mildly infuriating. Nick Daly almost gets himself a goal. What I'm going to do is I'm going to make you a playmaker, because that's what he's actually good at. He's very, very good as a playmaker. So we're going to just leave him play as a playmaker for the last couple of minutes, and we have successfully scraped away. Got away with that today, lads. Elber got man of the match. Alright, well, Lorenzi, you're getting weren't at your best today. Right, so yeah, see, Lokomotiv Moscow hired Tedesco as manager. I was full sure that we were moving to Moscow in December. Like, that's how committed I was. I was like, we're off to Moscow in December. Okay. 5 appearances. We might get money for Alexevich. I never really learned how to say his name. And okay, that's for Hungary. Right, we'll be back in just a second for the Puskás Academic game. And then we have a nice little friendly against Lombard Pápa Termál, where actually one of our players is off playing at the moment for them. Zoltan Kozma. He's played 17 and scored 11 for them. 20 and 12 overall for the season. He's doing well. He's doing good. Right, like I said, back in a second. Don't go anywhere. Right, back now for the Puskás Academic game. We've had a couple of job interviews in between. So I think our reputation is definitely going places. I think still the same. But I think the Hungarian national manager's job might be holding us back a little bit. We've been there a year? 384 days, yeah, just over a year. I think we need to start getting better results for the Hungarian national team. But we're not worrying about that today. What we are worrying about is the Puskás Academic game. Lorenzi picked up a virus in between the games, so we are going for a slightly different formation today. We're playing 4-2-4. Sylvia comes in today. Elber moves to the right back, and Donierski is going to sit on the bench. Toth comes back in, so Fernandez drops to the bench. What other changes? Lawrence is going to start on the left because we're starting the mask up front instead of having Lorenzi as our attacking midfielder, because we don't really have anyone else who can play attacking midfield. Well, we have Jakub, but no. I'd prefer to play Markovic and the mask up front. I was going to play Argelain, but he's Argelain's form of late. If he's not playing against the 3rd division side, he is terrible. So I don't want to be putting all my eggs into his basket anymore. I've decided he's probably not good enough to play for the best club the top of the league in Hungary. I don't think he's ever going to break into the Hungarian national team. Not while I'm in charge anyway. He's never going to be good enough, unfortunately. I don't think. He's just a little too inconsistent, which is sad. You know, it's disappointing because the strikers that we have in the striking options we have in the Hungarian national team they're fine. Markovic, I thought the keeper was going to grab that one, but he didn't. We've managed to go 1-up 17 minutes in. Elber with the long throw. It looked like the keeper was going to catch it. Markovic just gets in front of him and bops it in. An instant highlight again. Interesting. Georgievski gets run down but doesn't quite lose the ball, and now we're pressing the Puskás players. The mask is put through by Markovic, and he doesn't beat the keeper. But yeah, in terms of strikers for the Hungarian national team, I don't think Argelain's quite there. It's gotten to the point where the mask is actually a very viable option up front, and as we all know, he's acceptable, I suppose. Forget it doesn't quite end I. Forget it. Ooh. We have most of the strikers that are current Hungarian internationals have about 4 goals between them and more than 100 games. So the mask is actually, I think, the highest scoring striker in the national team. We have the guy who just took that shot there. Ravesh is 8 games he's played for the national team without scoring. Yeah. That's the kind of strike force we have. We have another striker, Gabor Toth, who's playing for Juventus, was at Ferencvárosi last season. He scored once, maybe twice. Did he score against Malta? I don't think so. But we shouldn't be speaking about that now. We're playing the push-cash game. It's important that we stay on top. We've had 10 shots, more of the possession, 2 clear-cut chances. Well, both teams have had 2 clear-cut and 1 half chance. Doesn't seem there's a whole lot between the two of us, even though we've been significantly better shots-wise. On target's the exact same. We doubled their shots, but had similar on target. Yeah, I'm far from pleased. Polyak, who, like I said, I expect him, Kleber and Fugete to all be on their way out. The Mask is also wanted, so there's a chance he'll be leaving. The left winger, Laurensis. The left winger, Lauren. Looks like he is possibly going to go out on loan. Toth is wanted. Fugete, Kleber, the Mask, Polyak. I think the squad might get torn to pieces this January. So it'll be interesting to see if we hang around. What they're playing on. Okay. It looked like that should have been a free kick, whatever happened over there. Oh, Fugete puts it in and I just heads wide. We haven't made a substitution yet, 70 minutes in. We're going to move the Mask out to the wing. Make him an inside forward and bring on Argalayan. Swap the two of them around. Sylvia's having a terrible game, so we're going to bring Donierski on to play at right back. We're going to make him on attack. Do we want to make one more change? Forget is not having a great game. Jobit's not having a great game. We bring on Soisalo. Triple substitution. 71st minute. Demand more. Donierski, big throw to nobody, but Argalayan picks it up. He's done his man and he's just dragged it wide. Coming up by 10 minutes to go. The Mask not having a great game. Well, lads, a bit of creativity. I was going to ask for passion, but both my centre backs are on yellow cards. The keeper manages to get a hold of that one. An interesting kick by their goalkeeper, but it actually found one of their players who's just kind of drifted across the field and then cut back in. That was interesting. Thought the head's clear. Markovic picks it up and he's on the run. This will be the last play of the game, and Markovic, second goal of the game, 15th of the season. I think that makes him top scorer. I think 15 is more. It makes him the top scorer. I'm pretty sure the Mask only has 14. But Markovic, pretty much the last kick of the game. Well done. Sylvia, you've been pretty ass in that game. To be fair, pretty ass. Markovic, player of the match. Give him a pat in the head. Well done. Good job, buddy. Thanks for coming. And now we start a month off. We have a month to, well, not a month off. We have 28 days. Well, I suppose, yeah, technically a month until we play our bunch of friendlies, and then we have back into the league. We also drew Giori in the next round of the cup, so that'll be interesting. We might come back to watch, to view the second leg of that, but we'll be back for the Kisvarda Shatvari game, maybe. We'll definitely come back for Kisvarda. Depends completely on how many signings we make. So if we get 200 signings for the Kisvarda in the January window, we're not going to be back for Kisvarda. Or is it? This is like my 4th season managing in Hungary. And I still don't know when the transfer window is. 15th of January to 14th of February. So the window starts just here. So we come back for Giori. The second leg of the Giori game we come back for. Because there's no point in us coming back at the Kisvarda game when we've got no news on transfers. And it's only not even a month away. It's a little over a month away. But yeah, we come back for the Giori Cup games. Unless we make a huge amount of transfers, and then we'll be just back for the second leg. So, if you have enjoyed, please make sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe, share with all of your friends. And yeah, just if you enjoyed, leave a like. You know, if you don't enjoy the video, let me know why. What didn't you like about this video? What don't you like about me? Why don't you like me? Thank you for watching, fellas, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.